Okay, so check it. Hey, this is Miles, and in response to some of the replies I had on the RB-338 Facebook page, I just wanted to demonstrate how I use it in Ableton. So here we go, it's my Rebirth 338. Once you've got it installed, and without getting too lost in the weeds into installing this, it basically has to do with the help files. RB-338 relies on the old, like, I don't know, Vista version of the help files. So you've got to unload your whatever you got on Windows 10 or 9 or whatever, uninstall those help files and reinstall the old version of the help files, and then Rebirth will start. That's pretty much the trick there. So I just wanted to demonstrate a track that I'd made a little back ago, and the 338 in here. So what that is just obviously the audio, and I got going through some of the effects here. So it's pretty neat. But regarding the 338 itself, I've got this audio track set up with the same file I used to make this track. You can use any of the other ones. In fact, let's do that. I'm going to stop this one on that one and just use this one for shits and giggles. This is actually a file that I got from a page from someone that posted it on the Facebook group. So once you've got that set up, and once you've got the Rebirth installed, you should be able to select it from your input menu. No inputs, but I'm just going to leave it here to in on the 3032. You can select the 3031. You can select any of the module's specific channels. So you could, in effect, have a whole group that's dedicated to each of the individual sounds and instruments on the 303. So that's pretty cool. Let's go back to the 303 here that I got set up. Don't save. This is number 2. I got it. I hope you're learning something from me trying to kind of figure out what's going on. All right. There we go. What I like about having this come right in here is you can, put it through whatever effects you want. Just got this kind of set up here just to kind of demonstrate how that works. Pretty cool if you ask me. We all like these effects. Turn those off. What I want to really show you, which really excited me once I got this figured out, is how to use the MIDI controllers. So it gets a little complicated, but I'll try to make it as simple as I possibly can. You have to use an external MIDI port with different groups, with different channels to do this, because you need to set the MIDI out in your preferences setup. So I've got output, input. This is coming from a keyboard that I have, a controller that I have, and this output goes into the port the second port, because it's the second port that I've got routed into. Show you here under preferences, the Rebirth port. So MIDI 2 is the input. I'm using channel 2 here, but you can use any channel, of course, you want, as long as it's not being used by another channel. And you can also assign different MIDI controller IDs to any of the knobs. I think pretty much everything is, any knob you can turn or twist on the effects or whatever is something that you can potentially control with a MIDI controller. I think you understand that. Very cool. And I've got this MIDI channel set up here. Forgot what you call these. What do you call these? These clips. And in this clip here, you can choose, your MIDI controller and then your MIDI controller numbers. So I've got this set up to kind of demonstrate 44, which I have associated with the cutoff. So here I'm going to play it. Just ignore all this other stuff here. Here's the input. Turn the effects on just to give it some interest here. And when I turn my MIDI controller on, it begins sending out to, it begins sending to the RB-338 through an external one. So I kind of got this going up and down, and when I go over here to the rebirth, you can see how these knobs are changing according to how I've got them drawn. That is, every time I use this, pretty cool. So you could also, in effect, use a external knob to twist and turn the way you like, and obviously record the MIDI that way if you like to. I did have that set up. I think I may have done that when I made this track, not sure, but very cool to be able to record your MIDI controllers in Ableton on the fly. I know a lot of you are probably pretty advanced at that type of stuff. I'm not. I'm kind of struggling here showing you how I did it because I had to go back and remind myself how I did this damn thing. I'm kind of glad I did it because I'm going to probably use this in one of the next tracks I do. So I hope that kind of explains some things. I'll also post some information on the little MIDI plus adapter module that I use to make this work. So hope you found that interesting. If you have any questions, let me know.